Hello! I've returned, and I see we have 5 R's. Alright. Now that we are live and all that good stuff, and I am back, who would like to give me the recap for inspiration?
I did it last.
Just gonna turn you up.
I yelled at you?
He ain't yelling.
So once upon a time, the group was going down the river, right? And nothing really happened during the beginning of the river session, I think, except they went and had a nap on the side of the river. They found a nice napping spot. Went down the road, found some things to fight. I kind of skipped the fight, if I'm honest. I'm sure some great RP happened during the fight. Continued down the road, force marched quite a lot. I was honestly not expecting that. And just kept on keeping on until they got to Ravenshire. There's your cliff notes.
Well, you did forget about the fight with the Gorebellies, but that is pretty much what happened, especially considering you were not, in fact, there for the session, nor the previous session, so very well. You have received your inspiration. Also...
Didn't we also stop at the shrine?
Yes.
The Way Shrine, yes. JC mentioned that.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Or I missed it.
I'm pretty sure you said shrine, right, JC?
No, I missed that.
Oh. I just assumed that. Apparently, my mind was like, yeah, you said the thing I thought you said. Anyways.
You guys stopped places like a couple times. I didn't specify what places you stopped.
But yes, you guys have acquired your Way Shrine, which you will have access to that as well, JC, so don't worry about that.
Yeah, it just makes things easy.
And our party finds themselves, though not with the one who gave the recap, within the heart of Ravenshire. Outside of the Reich's Longhouse, you see the large statue of a raven, carved from some strange white and gray stone. As previously mentioned, the town itself is fairly quiet. A lot of the houses are shuttered, the doors locked, some of which even have boarded up. Snow litters the floor, and the rough-hewn cobbled stone road of this town is somewhat misshapen and broken in places, as if this hasn't been worked upon for many centuries even. Tafnaf will look around. It wasn't this quiet last we were here. Certainly very concerning. South, that is where the HQ is. Whatever's going on, they will know.
Perhaps it is that illness that we've been hearing about.
There probably is. But let's make sure.
Good.
And I shall start petting my Felcrow like a Bond villain's cat.
As the illness gets brought up, 156 will stand up and walk over to everybody who had put on a makeshift mask, which I believe was me and Garrett, and I don't know if anyone else followed suit. And with her medical knowledge that I rolled last time, she'll start making sure the masks are in place and secure enough.
Very
That
good.
they are properly covering the mouth and nose area.
Could be one of those attacks. You know, like those monsters in the woods.
Continue petting Felcrow.
This doesn't seem like new destruction. Maybe. Either way, we should go to the headquarters and get answers rather than surmising.
Agreed. Do you guys travel on south? And do you travel with your cart?
Oh, we're not gonna leave the cart in the middle of an empty town.
Ready?
Yeah, let's take the cart with us to a proper parking spot. You know,
Alright.
clearly indicated, complete with meter.
Traveling on down south, you move through the streets and along through some of the more upper scale buildings, though they do look to be rickety and boarded up or otherwise shuttered as the other buildings within the township. And you see a very large structure, bigger than the other ones, even the more upscale houses within the town. This one, there's actually a light coming from within, and it is the building here. You guys would be inside, but I'll fix that in a moment. You see that the door itself is closed, though it doesn't seem to be barred in any way like any of the other locations. And as you turn the corner, slowly trotting along the road with your mules leading the way, those who are in front would notice that the window here, some of the shutters slightly open, and you see a face. Give me a perception check to see if you can recognize more than that.
I can do it. I
Boy.
can do it 9 times.
Is it just for them or?
Damn it.
Anyone
For
who's up front who can see the window. Unfortunately, you're in the back, 156, so you can't quite see what you're looking for.
I can't see anything. Welcome to the session.
This is par for the course for this
I
game.
didn't think we noticed them, let alone recognize them.
There a building there?
Yeah, totally not a building
Is this
there.
a great town? Should we keep going?
When did we get to town?
Just to make sure, I'm gonna join in.
Okay. No.
Okay.
So even though you're in the back, you kind of peek out your head from the little bit of a flap in between one of the railings that holds the tarp above, and you notice there is in fact a face in the window, and they appear to be somewhat it's a little weird. You have seen outsiders and people who are not native to Vazia before within the country, but you've never seen a mushroom looking at you. Like a mushroom with a face. So
It seems we have arrived in the town of ingredients.
Do mice eat mushrooms?
Yes.
Aha, finally, I am the predator.
You would see as you notice them poking their head out the window, they would give a little awkward wave before closing the shutter slowly.
Waves back awkwardly.
Right. This here is the home of the Everbloom. Hope everyone's alright. There's a place in back we can park the cart.
Does the Everbloom mean mushroom people?
No, though we have a few Myconids amongst our order. It is the Order of the Everbloom. It's the name for our rebellion.
That's nothing to do with blooming mushrooms.
No. Though
Well-
the Vazians call us the Rosethorn Rebellion.
Will Primrose and Betsy be safe back there?
They should be. Assuming this
Seems
isn't a
about-
monster attack.
Seems about the safest place we've been in a while.
I don't know. That inn was very nice. But let's get parked and get inside.
Alright. As you all slowly drive the wagon up north and around the bend, parking in a little alcove of sorts, a smaller courtyard behind the manor house itself. You dismount, finding a nice covered place that Betsy and Primrose can enjoy themselves in, though it is somewhat chilled out here due to the current weather and time of year, but it is not too terribly uncomfortable.
Like normal, 156 will take a couple minutes setting up, getting them some hay, putting some blankets on them. If people would wait for her, she'll go in with them. If they want to go in first, she'll catch up.
Wary will wait for her.
Ryan will hop
Keep
out.
an eye out.
It probably only takes like 2 or 3 minutes, I would surmise.
Doesn't take too
Not
long.
like-
You have
Oh.
food, you have some blankets and light to keep them warm out here. It's easily done. Do you guys take the front entrance, or do you look around for an entrance in the back?
I would look to Ryan and Terranath for what we do. They know this place.
There's a back door, but with what's going on here, probably
They both say this at the same time. Best to go into this front door.
yes, front door.
Okay.
Scamper.
Alright.
Scamper. Knock.
Scamper.
Well, she
Scamper,
would wait
not
till
scuttle?
everyone's there. I'm just moving myself.
Clarification, you're scampering and not scuttling, right?
Shut up! Yes!
Alright.
Why'd you put it in my head? Now I'm gonna say it again.
As you knock upon the door, you would see a nearby window, which is not shuttered or anything of that nature, but it is blocked by a blue curtain. You would see it slightly pushed to the side, and there would be a male face, dark of skin, with long beaded dreadlocks and a closely trimmed beard. Would poke his head kind of in between the folds of the curtain, and he would give a big, broad smile before the curtain would close and a moment would pass.
Oh, nothing. Go ahead.
Moment
I was gonna do
passes.
something, but it didn't matter because he recognized someone.
A moment would pass, and then the door would open, and I'm gonna put you guys on this map. Nope. Whoop. And you guys would be over here. Alright. Put yourselves up towards the door, and I will reveal things as necessary.
Velcro didn't make it, but I'm carrying him. We know I'm carrying him.
Indeed. As you all push forward towards the door and the door opens, you see the individual noticed from the window. Oh, Terranath, I'm glad to see you. It's been a long time. And you brought companions. Do come in. It's freezing out there, and you wouldn't want to catch what's going around outside. Though, probably not the best place in here now to think about it.
Sorry, I thought you were done.
Anyways, yes. Come in. Have a seat. I'll push the side.
156 will duck in, her ears flattened against her head, making herself very small. It's clear for whatever reason she has suddenly gotten very shy, and she'll go stand over here in the corner.
These eye patches, or do they all have flowers growing out of their faces?
Those are eye patches, and that is not something they would be wearing currently. That would be something they would have if they were being put to rest, and they would have one for each eye.
I was just confused with the perspective because the branch kind of looks like it could
Yeah.
wrap around like an eye patch.
You know, it's the
also-
issue of finding art when I don't have custom art made for my peeps.
Good art.
It is good art. I believe the handout has the individual's artist tag. I can go grab that for peeps, but good stuff. As you'll step to the
Sit
side,
or-
pushing forward. Yes, please sit. Actually, he'll look over his shoulder. You have this, Alice?
Aye, that I do. Don't worry about it. I've got them covered. I can go give them the tour.
Right, appreciate it. A friend here, Kaylee, she can keep you covered. She can show you around, get you all set up, and tell you what's been going on around here.
That I can. So, if you wouldn't mind, just follow me and I can get you all to a place that isn't filled with the sick.
Yeah.
Right. Is she a halfling?
She is a halfling, yes.
Okay, that was my question. Was going to be: is everyone here an elf?
So you have a halfling, you have human, you have various versions of half-elf, elf, and human, and that one is in plated armor. You cannot tell who they are or what they are.
I'm sorry, Sage. Human? We have human?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, they also have ears, but they're the default image for any mob token, not NPC
Well,
named.
yeah, but you said they're half elf, so it makes sense that they have
Oh,
ears.
I said various versions of elf, half-elf, and normal.
He has
Normal.
a prosthesis.
Oh, that's
Don't-
racist.
He has a prosthesis. He doesn't like to talk about it.
Yes, doesn't like to talk about it. Anyways, well, I would certainly like to hear about the sickness in more detail from someone other than, well, first-hand account. I mean, let's head on down then. It's best not to speak with all the sick coughing through there. I know you have your masks, but it's not exactly foolproof. So, something strange about this sickness. Anyways,
No, I'd feel a lot more confident if you give us a level.
you would, wouldn't you?
What?
They one more level. They have immunity to disease.
Oh, I thought he said if you would give us a leather. I'm like, why? You think a leather mask is gonna help you?
She'll open this door
Just a moment.
and she'll move the crate from top a trapdoor. She'll then kind of slide part of the back end crate and will fold in half where it's really thin now.
Oh,
And she'll lift it up.
There we are. All right. Well, let's lead the way so the others don't get a little antsy down there.
And she will begin climbing down a ladder.
156 will follow after Garrison.
keep the crate. So thin.
Where he will stop at the top of the ladder, look at it, and go, "Ah, ladders, my old enemy." And then just kind of fall down the ladder. I have no legs!
I've heard of these before.
Alright, I'm just gonna scroll down to you.
Yeah, you know, bit of a wine cellar that we've adjusted for our needs. Anyways, right through here.
She'll move forward, twist the nozzle, the spigot as it's called, on the large ale cask, and a door will open, revealing another door on the other end. And she'll push on through.
It's a drunk tank.
Oh my god.
And let me go grab you, because you would be... Actually, you'd be up here. Over there. You're almost going to be visible, JC. Don't worry about it.
Right, don't worry about them, lads. Friends.
You'd see them,
Not food.
as you did enter, they would look up, a few of them reaching for their blades, but upon her saying that, they would give a wave, lowering their grips upon the weapons.
Righty-ho then.
Seeing the initial hostile reaction, 156 will, like, kind of lean against Garrison in that, like, kind of scared way.
Right.
I
Now,
love how you just moved me out of the way to do that.
I did.
Just
Don't worry.
jump.
it
Nope.
Seems we're quite safe in the capable hands of. You said your name was. You said your name was Kaylee.
hi, Kaylee Swale.
Garrison. Nice to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you. But bit uncomfortable over here. A lot of room taken up by our watch. Not to cause, discomfort for you all, as she kind of looks towards the room. But I figured our guests would prefer a more comfortable situation to discuss and tell their tale. Anyways, through here. And she'll move up to this door here and unlock it with a key upon her belt. Right. Find yourselves a seat. I'll go get Nikaya. She'll be able to give proper introductions and whatnot.
Thank you.
She'll slip in.
Don't mention it.
Is this table like above the seats, below the seats, or parallel to the
So
seats?
this is a one long piece of wood that's kind of curved off into an L shape with a curved backing, so it's rounded back here, with cushions built into the structure here and here, giving it a sofa-like appearance, with this small part here being a side table built part of the sofa. And there is a small flower pot atop it.
Oh, it's level. It's not like
Yeah.
above or.
It's level. Or level adjacent.
Yeah.
Where-
156 will sit up here in order to give people room on the couch because where is going to take a lot of room.
Or where he's just going to make a seat out of himself.
Yeah. Well, 156 still would have done that.
These couches are perfect sizes for lounging. For someone of your nature.
Yes, but if I lounge on that couch, it will be, well, no room for anyone else.
But did you not? At least when I was sometimes deployed to assist nobles, they would have these things called fainting couches. They would be like lounging couches, except they would be specifically reinforced so that if something dramatic happened, they could faint. Not actually faint, but you know.
You want me to faint on the couch?
No, it's just in concept.
This seems very bad for fainting.
She'll say, knocking on the wood.
Well, yeah, this isn't a proper fainting couch, but it could be a lounging couch. I could lounge, but that would seem impolite. I don't want to put my shoes on here, and I don't want to take my shoes off.
All right.
Traveling.
While you guys are having your interesting discussion about lounging couches and whatnot, we're going to go over here.
Paige is just like, all right, shut up now.
All right. So, JC, you and I have not fully had a discussion yet, which I wish to do, but I was swamped with homework, so that didn't happen. But giving you a brief setup for yourself, per our discussions in chat, which was not in voice, which I hoped for. You have been part of the rebellion for about, I believe, 4 months now, is what we decided upon. And
Yeah, about 4 or 5.
yeah, 4 or 5. You would know that the sickness going around is certainly something that has corruption of the blood. It causes one's blood to become black and ichorous, oozing out as if it were some foul curse. You know that those who are afflicted do not seem to spread through physical contact, but do seem to spread through cough, sneezing, bodily fluids, which includes blood, and while masks are certainly helpful, it is not foolproof. This disease seems to be magical in nature, and any sort of magical curatives, such as remove disease, seem to have little to no effect. You know that the rebellion's leader, Xanthos, has been afflicted by this himself about 2 days prior to the current day in game. You know that the sickness has been going on for a few weeks now, specifically nearly 3 weeks. But overall, it is not stepped up into this full bedridden state until the past week. You know that some rangers and many of the rebellion's key figures have left in search of possible cures. Some of you would know as a seed of growth. and that you are currently in discussion with Nikaya, the sergeant of the rebellion, so second in command, just under Xanthos, who is essentially leading in Xanthos' stead, since they are full on out of it, bedridden in their chambers. Let's see here. You would be aware of certain information, which we'll get to in a moment, but I'm going to be providing that information when we provide that to the whole group.
Yeah, that makes it easier.
Yeah. But as you are over here in the meeting chamber, you would be seated at the table, discussing certain natures of this disease and perhaps a few locations that yet to have been searched by any of your fellow rebellious members of the order. But Nikaya, sitting near you, would look up as the door opens, and the short halfling woman, Kaylee, red of hair, enters, kind of skipping in ever so slightly, always somewhat perky.
All right, I didn't mean to interrupt you a lot, but we have some guests out here, and a bit of a familiar face even. Teranath's back. Huh. Well, that's certainly good to hear. Cry, you wouldn't happen to join me in greeting them? I think it'd be good to get you acquainted with some more familiar faces, those out on range and patrol, since we join in those forces soon.
She solemnly nods. That seems like a good idea.
Right. She'll rise, standing up from the chair.
I assume they're in the... that they're in the greeting room, just as promised. Well, not promised, but as is... I'm just gonna shut up now.
Expected?
That is the word. Thank you. Yes, expected. Anyways, I'll be out here. Right. Let's go meet our guests. Don't want them to keep them waiting.
She'll move to the side and let you guys through as Nikaya and you move through the halls, pass through an armory to a small antechamber, and she will kind of sit at the desk. As our companions within the chamber here, enjoying their conversations about couches and other such nature, would find the door open to reveal a woman, relatively tall, with white silvery hair, and where is her face here? And a bit of a sly nature to her, a coy smile, and a somewhat floating butterfly-like earring attached to her rightmost ear. She is dressed in something interesting for Ein. Attire native to Yokogan, your homeland.
Hey, JC.
I was muted.
You yourself would know of her. She is indeed from your homeland, and you know that she is of your blood. But I don't... from your backstory, I do not believe you would have met her. You would have met one of her companions, though. Her personal bodyguard, who is now acting as the honor guard of Xanthos, one Tutsue Yoshimitsu.
Okay. On what terms would I be with them, though? Given, in my backstory, I didn't exactly leave Yokogan. Was the best of, well...
Yeah. You would have worked with Tutsue, but you would not have likely have shown any of your more personal details. So it's up to you if you have shown them your Kitsune form. Nikaya certainly has shown hers, and you know that Tutsue, he is human. But they're fairly friendly for you. You are a member of the order, so they would not disparage you for any reason that they would be aware of.
Okay, so probably would have shown form, but also not gone into like personal details and personal history
Mhm.
because of being still wanted from there.
Indeed.
So, all right. So in that case, it'll just be a friendly smile and a wave, and also since I'm in the hideout right now, I will be back in kitsune form because that's still more comfortable.
Excellent. All right. She would give a slight nod towards those assembled as she enters the chamber, pushing to the side as she allows Cry entry as well.
Anyway, so they would have this big spectacle about fainting, and then everyone would have to do this. Oh,
A
stand
tall
up.
moon elf holding a silver dragon close to her chest, like a plush doll, nervously enters behind Nikia.
It is good to have guests in our humble abode. Sad to say that it's not under greater circumstances, but I'm sure with Terranaf with you, she gives a nod toward Terranaf, that you are aware of our current plight. Not from first-hand experience, I'm afraid. Got it off of, good old Tom, so... and afraid that we have much to discuss. Let's see here. Where to begin? Since your exit from camp, Terranath, we've had quite a lot of trouble of late. I'm glad to see that you brought Orion with you. We have had reports that Tranmere has, for the most part, been completely ransacked, so to speak, by Vazian soldiers. So it's good to see that some of our agents have managed to escape safely. But yes. This sickness that dwells amongst our people, it doesn't seem to be forming amongst any of the other populaces within Vazia. It seems to be solely related to our people. Amongst our more magically inclined, our mages and scholars, they believe it to be a curse of sorts. Though any such magical practices to remove it has failed.
I'm sorry, but when you say your people, do you mean the rebellion or?
I mean the Order, the Rebellion, as Vazian nobles call it, yes.
Well, yes.
How long has this been going on?
About 17 days now.
And what's the current infection and death rate?
No one has yet died from the infection, but we have many bedridden as of now, including Xanthos, our leader. That said, many who are bedridden are horribly weak. I'm afraid they might not last the night for some, a few days for others. Xanthos, he is strong of spirit. While he is looking weak, I believe that he is likely to pull through longer than the others. But there's something more to this. This curse, this disease. It's broken through whatever rangers and scouts we have who have caught this affliction. Some of the populace has been becoming infected with it. We've ordered quarantine within the township. The only place that's safe is the Last Mug Tavern. And even then, it's for any travelers who come here. The graveyard is... fortunately, it is not filled with the sick, but it is filled with our fallen brothers from a most recent attack. But it has another story, and not something that need worry you a lot about.
Continues to pet Felcrow.
156 would have opened her mouth to ask about the attack, but would have stopped when she said the next part.
I would ask, why come you here? Surely Terranaf has his reasons for bringing you lot, but none of you are of the rebellion besides towards Ein. Ein here, but...
We... 156 will start talking, and then she'll suddenly get very shy and look to everybody else, as if unsure if she should continue or let better people speak.
It would kind of indicate to continue. Kind of encouraging, which is probably weird.
We were in Creighton when they decided to tighten their rules and enforce a kind of martial law. They decided that some people were going to die as a matter of showmanship, even if they did nothing wrong.
She'll motion to Ryan.
And that the town itself would give up all arms and weapons and basically be fully dependent on them for protection. This was after we returned from south of the town, where we stumbled upon Haranas, who was engaging with some fallen ones. Once we needed to leave town and get out safely, this was the most logical first stop to try to find information for what rumors we were hearing.
She'll kind of put her hands in her lap and look like the very shy child that can't believe she just spoke.
I just want to help. To be honest.
That is certainly good to hear. We have been dealing with much issues of late. Any help would be appreciated, and we would welcome you with open arms. And with Terranath here, and as well as Ryan and Ein, vouching for you, so to speak, we don't need to worry about any trials or initiation protocols. I'd welcome you openly to the Order, if you accept.
Oh, yes. I mean, yes, Sergeant.
156 will just nod shyly.
I'm always up for a new family.
It's good to have you along, then. Allow me to introduce a similarly recent recruit. This here is... Let me just go and grab your full name, because you would skip it. This here it is Kadari Shiel. Cry, for short. And she'll motion towards the moon elven woman to her side. A practitioner of the arcane, and one I was about to send out in further scouting for potential cures to this cursed affliction, but with all of our other scouts not returning, I was a bit worried. In fact, I was going to have her lead a party, but with your guys' appearance here, perhaps you lot would like to take up this task. Go ahead.
If we're to perhaps be companions, maybe we should introduce ourselves?
Certainly a first step, yes.
156 will look at the party because she's not going first.
Garridan Florescu. Fighter of bit of renown, spellcaster of some such renown as well. If you're in need of assistance, I was a logistics officer, so if there are any, there's anything I can do to help, you need to ask.
Wary, I am the cook. I'm also the guy with the big sword who can stand up to pretty much anything.
Also, the guy with no value for personal space. Mumble, 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 mumble.
Oh, I value
Carrying
it quite much.
that,
It
they step
allows
back
for
a
good
little bit.
warmth.
And
Some of-
she actually, would she say? Yeah, let's say she said that. I said it as a joke, but I actually 156 would say that.
Some of us prefer to avoid being struck, but it's your want, I suppose.
I will move a hand to pet 156.
I will just look at you. I'm not gonna
You're
stop you, but I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
You're getting more confident.
I suppose it is my turn. I am Taranaf Norin, Ranger of the Order.
I'm Ryoko, former bartender. Well, currently arsonist. It's complicated.
I am the shadowy one of the group. I scout with Terranest and try to find danger so my friends can avoid it. I am 156.
And as she says her name, she will look at Cry carefully because she's been taking note of how people react to her quote unquote name.
Did you roll an insight?
I can if you like, yeah. Hold on. Oops, not ability check. Tell me some of your secrets.
Hearing your name apparently being 156 has made her a bit perplexed and curious, but you could also tell she's not going to ask.
Well, I am Ryan Ripley. I was the proprietor of the Silver Owl in Tranmere, but they were going to execute me, so not my thing anymore. I also I acted to help other beast folk to get out of Tranmere to safety.
The dragon wiggles a bit in Cry's grasp. Oh, and this is Ailey.
Hey, this is food.
By the gods, I thought that was a doll. That's a real dragon?
That she's just gonna stammer as she looks at the dragon, but I'm gonna spare the party hearing it.
It's cute.
156 doesn't seem to know if she should be scared or not. She's like, her brain just broke a little bit. Okay, well, it's moving closer, so she jumps behind Ein and does that thing like a dog does where it gets behind you, kind of pushing you up on the seat.
Hello.
Or a cat.
I will assist 156 in hiding by moving their tail to, sort of block.
He will poke her eyes out from the tail.
Ailey is
Just
now
her eyes.
begging from pets from Garrison, who moved closer to them.
Had a dragon.
Don't be fooled. She is smarter than many people I have met.
It's house trained then.
Well, then that makes appropriateness all the more important. Where does one pet a dragon?
They will
I
pat their
think-
head.
Oh, alright, I'll pat. I don't know a lot it's about.
And extend their wings slightly.
Non-human beings.
Do you not have the handout for Ailey?
Oh, I didn't put it on. No, but hold on. I can add that real quick. Property ownership contract. There it is. Ha. On here's.
So how did you come to meet a dragon?
That's a long story. With
Yeah,
their
so-
deception of 4, you could tell it is something they do not want to talk about.
Right, yes. So we have much to do.
Is a combat effective?
What?
She'll whisper to Ein.
Ask her why the dragon is hoarding math rocks.
Wouldn't you?
No, I'm not that kind of D&D player.
A little burst of force, like kind of just like an air puff, just pops in front of Ein.
I will switch their tail, which catch part of it at least, the part that's not hiding 156 to block it. Tail catching fire at the same time.
Right. Well, while you lot
156.
discuss further and get acquainted, Teranath, Ryan, you perhaps join me out here. I wish to discuss something with you. Certainly. Not a problem there. I mean, sure, yeah. It'll just be a moment. Feel free to, discuss, and if you need food, some of the, men and women out here can provide.
Hey, Saints, did you
Yes.
happen to see my question?
Let me go check. Because that answer would be no.
So you don't have... Okay, there were 2 questions there. That's a kit?
Yeah.
I thought...
It's not listed under toolkits, but it's a standard practice thing people buy. And what's the second question?
Oh, the first question was, is there a custom? If not, is it alchemy?
I see.
But you just said no, so it was like, well then can I change, because I did not know that, because it's not listed, real quick, my proficiency, I would just, from my origin, since it was free, I would just change it from herbalism to medicine.
Oh, you can keep it as oh, you're wanting to change your skill to okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
my tool proficiency, so I can use it with...
Because medicine itself just uses the skill medicine, not the tool medicine.
No, yeah, that's what I was asking. Like, what toolkit if I was going to perform, like, surgery or look into, like, investigate diseases?
Oh, wait, you wouldn't be using a toolkit, you would just be using the medicine skill. Yeah, a lot of things would be used for, like, herbalism or alchemy tools or, things like that for purposes of more specific needs, but there's not, like, a particular surgery kit.
Feel like there should be. Okay, thank you.
I mean, I can make one. It's easy enough to do.
I mean that
Would you like me to do that, and would you like to gain proficiency in that instead of alchemy or herbal?
Yes, please.
All right. There is now a surgery kit, and you have proficiency in it. All right.
I suppose to catch you up to speed a little, Cry will pull a scepter out from a bandolier on their side.
Quick thing with
Hey,
that,
very-
JC.
Yes.
Part of your acquiring that would be a dream that you had, which was part of your backstory. Kind of how you did your escape and all that good stuff. But part of the scepter itself, when you touched it, you had a vision, a dream of sorts. Similar to what the party found, where they found an orb, the center of a ruined city, surrounded by demonic light creatures, all attacking it, and you would suffer psychic damage as they hit it. Basically calling you, but you never were able to fully get to it because it was just like a brief thing, and you were then called elsewhere by another dream from a celestial figure who kind of brought you towards this general direction. Didn't tell you to go join the rebellion or anything like that. I just told you head this way, essentially.
Okay. They take a very threatening-looking scepter that has a dragon coiled around it and wave their hand as a 5x5 map of the general region appears on the table.
Ooh.
These are the locations that are currently being searched for a cure. I was being tasked to search this area, and the spot she was going would flash a little.
Why do I just have My Little Pony, that map, in my head?
So
It just blinks showing where there's a friendship problem, except this time it's where there's a disease problem.
your map would flash in 3 different locations. I'm going to go mark those on the world map for you.
Might I perhaps be able to calligrapher to see if any of these maybe kind of match up to where the innkeeper said there was that undead activity happening?
Calligrapher or cartographer?
Yeah, cartographer, excuse me.
You can use cartographers, yes. Intelligence-based.
Alrighty. So I did the summary last time, I think.
You did last
See
week.
if I still have that. So I'm gonna re-roll.
All right.
Okay, I'm gonna throw a destiny point on that. Okay, 14.
14.
Oh my god.
Gonna go mark
Are you
your
pulling out
destinies.
a map and looking things over together?
Yes, I have maps.
Oh, in that case, Ali will peek over your shoulder as well, and they're going to make a roll at... Wait, can I assist Ali from here? Since I can see through their vision whenever I feel like it, and we can talk telepathically?
Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna roll then. Where is Ravenshire headquarters? Run towards her. Okay, cool. So this is with an additional +2. I'm just gonna roll investigation because it's intelligence based.
Yes. Yeah.
And then that's 27.
All right. You would be able to easily mark down the information that they have on their own personal map. You're not really cross-referencing anything from what they are doing because that's information they have that you do not have. But it's easy enough to grab what information they had on their map, which would be the things that are currently visible on this map and marked on yours. In addition to that, with a 14, as that is your total, with your destiny of 3, they do seem to somewhat coincide. Neither of the 2 keeps seem to be related in any way, but some of the things that he told you about are. The 3 blips specifically would be Blackthorn Tower, Monastery of the Fallen Star, and a 4th one that was not marked by your friendly neighborhood ferryman. And that would be Duskgrove Menhir Stone.
Was the monastery the place with the waystone?
Monastery does have a waystone in it, yes.
Well, what I'm saying is that's specifically where we visited to attune to the thing.
No, that waystone's down here.
Okay.
I also recall that Blackthorn Tower was
Yeah.
Fallen One activity.
Yep.
That's actually why I was roll. But I'll point that out as like, we actually spoke with an innkeeper along the way here. She said that there was either undead or fallen one activity at this location. Could be possible that these things aren't a coincidence.
Wasn't there a bit someone said about the disease being sort of like from the Fallen Lands?
Yes,
Am I-
hence, yes, hence why there might be a connection there. To lead, it might be someplace to check first, although... what do we know about the Temple of the Fallen Star?
I don't believe you guys made any rolls on it, so you can give me a history check or gossip check on that. Also a religion check to determine which faith it's dedicated to.
I can do both of those. 17 history, 7 religion.
All right.
I can
History
roll an
and
intelligence.
All right. With a 17 in history as well as a 21 in history, the two of you would know that the Monastery of the Fallen Star is a place dedicated to Dahak, the chromatic dragon deity of wrath and fire. It was built after the destruction of the Byzantium Empire and the creation of the Dying Lands in honor of the destruction of one of the most hated enemies of Azia. The monastery itself, to be clear, that also covers your 10 in religion. 7 would not get that. Monastery itself is home to many clerics, priests, a few oracles, and a monastic order of warrior monks dedicated to this particular entity. It is far up into the mountains on the northern edge of Azia and is quite difficult to get to. It is very much a secluded location, and it is said that the creatures that dwell within the mountain passes ensure any would-be pilgrims must be brave of heart and strong of sword to even reach it. Also, it kind of ensures its safety from any Vazian soldiers who might not take too kindly to a military force that is not strictly dedicated to their own, military.
Oh, that all sounds awful.
Yeah. Overall, with a 21 cry, you would know that this order itself isn't exactly full-on evil, stab, murderous dragon god. They more favor the warlike and victory side aspects of Dahak. The idea that he granted Vazia victory and not the idea that he's here, to cause chaos and burn shit out of the world. Essentially, they are not a evil faction, they are a neutral faction. They also do not seem to have, with year 21, any direct allegiance to Vazia, like specifically the Baron. It is more tied to Vazia itself. So the idea of Vazia, not this new world order that is held up by the Baron. But that is what you would know.
Cry stammers what they know to the group.
I personally think we should check out the tower. It seems the best course of action, though. Maybe I can try to give us some assurance, speaking with your sergeant.
I agree the tower is probably the best place to start, though we could always check them all if the first does not succeed.
At this point, I need everyone in the room to give me a perception check. So the entire party.
I don't know why I'm not using my back. I am the sea boy apparently right now.
Okay. Sorry, my mind is slightly blown right now from a weird coincidence.
Hmm.
Had nothing to do with this, I just got distracted for a second.
Alright, that is 5 PC rolls, very good. And then the companion, excellent, excellent. Alright. Wary, Garridan, Cry, and Ein. The three of you here... To be clear, this is the initial 15, and then going higher from there. The three of you... the few of you hear the sounds of a commotion going on from just outside the door. Raised voices. Those who have a 20 or higher would hear the sounds of steel and painful shrieks, and then something different, something more gruesome. Growling sounds of monstrous beasts, shrieks of pain, and calls for help. I'm gonna change the ambience.
Ah, boy. Well, this is either an attack by the fallen ones, or those unfortunate souls that are sick have died and are now resurrected.
Time to do what we do best.
I'm gonna push these guys forward real quick, because, you know.
Those are my friends you're casually talking about.
Well, because Betsy and Primrose might be in danger, scurry, full speed, put me upstairs.
Alright. Before that even happens.
That's the only course of action I have.
Before that even happens, as Garridan initially leaves the room, because we are going somewhat pretty close timeline-wise, as you leave the room, you see the soldiers that were once in the chamber here have all moved forward to this door in front of you. Their seats empty, their blades drawn, or their bows for the archers in the back, and you see that the door itself is stained with blood, and some of these soldiers are pushed to the side, themselves heavily injured, or in fact drop down unconscious and not moving. You see something misshapen, bestial, almost reptilian creature with a large, massive head and vicious-looking teeth, green of scale, lurches out from the chamber. As you can see, that it seems to have been able to pass beyond the defenses of the soldiers who are trying to keep them at bay. I'm just going to make them visible. Alright, and that should be... I did not make all of them visible. That's my bad. It's all the ones missing 2 more. Alright.
Ugh, they are very visceral.
There we go. As you push forward through the doorway, you would hear, "Hold them back! Can't let them get into the rest of the place!" At that point, though, do you guys choose to fight these creatures or try to run past them?
I would fight.
Alright.
Yeah,
Looks like fighting.
Roll me initiative.
fight them. Oh, I need...
No, wait.
first?
Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What am I missing?
Sorry, my token
What?
is giving me an issue.
What's it doing?
I keep clicking it, and it keeps double clicking for some reason. Like, it keeps popping open my...
That's a little weird.
I don't know if my mouse was just, like, sticking for a second, or what the heck was going on.
There we go.
Okay.
That's a little weird. Anyways. As you all see the vicious creatures lurching forward, moving for the attack, we switch over to the combat music. And we begin with Ali.
Okay, Ailey is going to delay until after Cry.
Alright. 21.11. Very good. Alright, Cry.
15... 25? 30. To get here. Sees them. Why are they not?
What's
grouped
your
up for
passive,
us?
Marshall?
Not good. 10.
Oh. Okay, never mind. They are weird reptilian creatures.
Ali has passive 11.
Not enough.
Yeah. Okay, I don't have. Okay, I'm gonna roll Marshall on them. That's all 15.
Alright. With a 15, I believe that is enough to hit their DC. It is indeed. You know, these creatures have Juggernaut, Precise, and Ruthless as traits.
Oh. You know, it's funny how just earlier I was making a joke about the time that you killed me, and the next characters have Ruthless. I wonder if that's a coincidence, or if you're just mad at me for making that joke.
Well, this is where I wish I was playing Taro instead, because I can't keep people alive.
Freaking Probot's being a little drunk. Anyways, that is what you know from their traits, since you did not beat their passive to get their traits. Actually, what's the rest of the party's passive, Marshall? Because it's supposed to be party-wide. Just to keep things
Is Marshall's wisdom based, right?
wisdom-based, yeah, and it's renamed to tactics.
Then just tactics is just 12 because I'm proficient. But
Passive
Gotcha.
of 5, because it's only a 5, not 10 base.
It's for
it's
Marshall
5
specifically, it is 10, but yeah. Marshall specifically.
Yeah, that's 12.
All right. In that case, yeah, you would have to use your martial check to get the traits then, JC, unless you want something specific.
I tried and I failed. I got 15.
Well, 15 was enough to get the traits.
Oh. So I get to choose something?
If you wanted something specific.
I would like to know their HP.
All right. Their max hit points would be 65.
That's many. Cool. I want to cast a Chill Touch at Misshapen 6.
All right.
Gonna be boop.
Your
24 to hit.
ghostly necrotic hand will reach out, grasping upon the misshapen as it fully grasps hold of the misshapen's form, dealing 5 necrotic damage and hindering their ability to heal.
Ailey is going to use the reaction to add a 4 to that, because they can reaction add their intelligence to my damage of spells.
Pretty good. Damage applied. The creature seems injured as the grasping blow begins to rapidly decay the skin there as it turns into a grayish flesh that somewhat falls off as if it was disintegrating paper. Creature will look towards you. Anything else?
Oh, these things are very angry. That is all I can do for Cry.
Very good, very good. Ali.
Ellie is going to Arcane Burst number 6. That's a oof.
The Arcane Burst will fly past it, slamming into the door frame beyond it.
Ailey whimpers.
Anything else?
That's all Ailey can do.
Right, Misshapen 6 has gained initiative. I'm gonna look at its tactics real quick. Alright, the creature will open up its wide maw as a white and blue energy begins to crackle from its mouth. As it launches out a blinding ball of lightning towards you, Cry.
Oh no.
The ball
misses.
flies past, crackling against the stone before dissipating. And as a bonus action, do I have to hit with this real quick? 1 second. I do not. Okay. As a bonus action, the creature will let loose a roar and bite towards the air in your general direction. Strangely, you see a spectral form of the Misshapen reach out towards you and bite at your own flesh. This is a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Saving throw. Constitution.
Alright, you manage to resist the effect. You do not suffer any negative issues from it.
Do I need to make that dex save about the burst?
It missed you, so it flew past. It would have hit there. Yes, you, Garrison, and 156 need to make it, as well as Ailey.
So I'm making a dex save?
Yep.
I'm good at those, theoretically. I am.
Okay, those are two things I didn't expect.
Alright.
Wait, what was I making a dex save to avoid?
The ball lightning that it launched forward, slamming into the wall, exploding here, caused a 10-foot burst explosion which hit you three, dealing 4 lightning damage to those who fail. Everyone besides Alien Cry. So Alien Cry fail, 156 and Garrison succeed, so you guys have for half damage, so 2 lightning. Alright, and that is the creature's turn. Garrison.
I'm gonna
figure out if they resist fire.
I will marshal for resistances then.
You can also use
Or
Arcana.
Tactics for resistances. That will be better. 23.
23. That beats my DC by 10, which means you learn 3 things. Assume you're wanting resistances, then you can choose other things after that.
Resistances, vulnerabilities, and targeting preferences.
Alright. Their resistances would be lightning, as well as non-silvered physical attacks.
Yay, I have a silvered weapon.
They are... you said resistances immunities, right?
No, resistances and vulnerabilities.
Vulnerabilities. Vulnerability, they are vulnerable to psychic damage.
Oh, okay.
And then your targeting, their targeting preferences, they prefer to remain at range, shooting their ball of lightnings at the closest prey to them. Shooting until their foe is sufficiently peppered before closing in for the kill. So essentially, once the foe gets within a low enough amount of HP, they will move in for bite attacks. But all of them will use their barraging assault tactic, which is to blap blap until one person goes down, or gets close to going down.
Okay.
For wording purposes, this is the specific tactic that you would have learned.
What are these doors? Are they like open, or did they close them behind them?
They are closed. But they are wooden.
How difficult would they be to open for an owl? Who is a smart owl?
They'd have to make a strength check.
try to go get the captain.
Hoot!
All right. Behold my strong.
In before natural 20.
I mean, that's a 10. It's just a -4.
Yeah. Sophia is unable to grasp the opening device upon the door and pull it open. The door remains shut.
Oh, they'll hoot and holler, just making a ruckus to try to get the attention from the folks behind the door.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, let me snap to grid. All right, I will move here. Shout out to try to grab their attention, and I will take the dodge action.
Excellent. Ein.
Okay. First things first. What check can I make to identify how healthy they are? Basically HP, AC, that sort of thing.
So you can search for AC. JC already knows their HP, which is 65.
Okay.
But to do that, you can roll me an Arcana or a Tactics / Martial.
All right. Let me see which one's better. Oh, that will be Tactics. All right. All right. Martial for AC.
All right. Martial 19 for AC. That beats me by more than 5 or more, which means you can learn 2 things for their AC. Their armor class is 14.
All right, so fairly easy to hit.
Yep, and you can learn one other thing of your choice about them.
What hasn't been learned? Are there any abilities specifically that hasn't been shown?
So they've used their lightning breath. They've used their life drain. Their specials. You have 2 specials that you can learn about, but they are more of a passive thing. If you'd like to learn about those, you also have their tactics.
I believe we already learned their tactics, which was.
You've learned one
ranged.
tactic.
Okay, let's go with the other tactic.
All right. You have the choice between biting defense, focus blast, or morale.
Biting defense.
All right. Biting defense. But no more than 2 hostile creatures within 5 feet of the misshapen, it will instead begin using its bite attack. It will also switch to its bite if the target of its lightning breath attack is reduced to 10% of their max HP or lower.
All right, good to know. All right then. I've already had monsters ruin 1 home recently. I don't need that to happen to 2 of them. And bonus actions. Let's start this off strong with a spiritual weapon.
You have a token for that, or do you want me to blap one down?
I believe I actually do have a token. One moment.
Excellent.
Yes, a Firefox. Hold on. Let me see if I can actually get into range, though. I believe spiritual weapon is...
That'd be 60 feet if I...
Yeah, it's 60 feet. Yep. Should probably make the size smaller, though. Alright. Bonus action. Smack Misshapen 7.
Alright. The thick, scaly hide will bounce off the spiritual weapon, doing no effect. Firefox is unable to burn the creature.
The monster bounces off the weapon, not the weapon bounces off the monster.
It's fine, don't worry about it.
I see. Well... Let's see how well this pirate does.
You'll have to move first because you currently are behind a wall.
Sure.
There you go. Alright, moving forward out from beyond cover, outstretched hands, a bolt of fire releases forth from your outstretched palm, and slams into the creature's face. Takes pretty heavy fire damage, but is still alive and standing. More annoyed at this point.
And then I'll flip the finger at it, and then I'm walking back past the door.
Excellent. All right, anything else?
No, that's it.
Right, Misshapen 7 will gain initiative. He will move back here and will launch a bolt of lightning at you, Garrison. 13 to hit. It's a miss.
That
And I will
miss.
roll again to see if I roll a 1. Did not roll a 1. He will then use his life drain upon you. As a spectral version of himself will try to bite your shoulder. Con save.
Alrighty. Who says, I've closed my sheet because I'm a dummy, but I'll just like macro. I will activate my War Mage to increase that by 4.
Very good, very good. You just barely managed to fend off the spectral creature's bite, avoiding the affliction. We go to 156.
Paige, would it take me an acrobatics check to get over the table?
Depends on how you're doing it. If you're wanting to not lose any movement, then yes.
Basically like that. Also, do I get flanking with a spiritual weapon?
No.
Lame.
But to do that, you will have to roll me acrobatics check, because you're going faster than...
Also,
I'm actually using my bonus action dash.
It's
I don't know
more
if
of that, that would bring you to 55, that would bring you to 60, that would bring you to 65. So you'd be just out of this movement distance, so... Oh, if you're injured, make sure you're at full HP before taking the damage from this fight.
18.
18, easily enough to do as you rush forward, bouncing from the chair to the table and scuttling forward, and then landing with a flip there.
Now you're saying scuttling.
Look, man. Double started it.
Clarification, full... Clarification, full HP or full rest?
You guys would have rested before arriving this place. So.
Okay.
Alright. Game? Do you not want to make it so?
Surely, it is a cursed existence. Are you impersonated?
Oh, melee is standard. Okay, for some reason it started unclear.
Alright. Striking out with your blade, you just barely manage to miss the creature as it jumps out of the way, with one large claw swiping towards you, trying to parry the blow. Essentially, that is a miss by 1.
I was just trying to see if I had anything that would...
You have destiny.
No,
Okay.
I meant like
That's fair.
stuff, but I'm done.
Alright. Misshapen 5 has gained initiative. Number 5 is here. And will... Let's see here. Closest target would be... You, 156. They'll launch a blast towards you. 156 falls back. This blast will be +2 to your AC, because he has to shoot from his buddy. So that is a 12 to hit, and your AC is 15 normally, so it's 17 against this. So that's a miss. As the blast flies past, and sparks out, zipping all through as some of the chairs get singed by the lightning. But no damage to anyone. Wary.
Alright, Wary is going to, I guess I'll have to double move this round.
Oh no.
So, going to go ahead and move up to here. Actually, no. I have to move here. So, bonus, double movement, bonus action to enter rage.
Very good, very good. Anything else?
Can I taunt, or will that take an actual action?
I allow one free skill check.
All right, I'm going to taunt specifically misshapen 6.
All right, and this is to antagonize him or to intimidate him.
Antagonize.
Give me an intimidate. All right.
Wait. Velcro,
What is
why?
your fear? You said antagonize?
Yeah.
Okay. I have a +5 to avoid. Creature is not antagonized. He looks towards you. And then will lick his lips as he looks towards 156.
Hey, what language is this?
He has not spoken anything yet, but he does speak Primordial.
Oh, okay.
I was going to have him speak Primordial, but I don't have my translator up yet, so I wanted to bring that up before I had him say anything. But you now have
I'm
that
not
up.
sure if the growling was just like guttural growling or if it was actual words.
Right now it's just guttural growling. Alright. Very good, very good. He is not antagonized or anything of that nature. And we move on to number 8. This one here will target 20 feet, 25 feet. 30. I will target you, Wary, as he moves back, launching his bolt of lightning towards you. Ooh. That is a critical threat with 16 to confirm. No cover for you, so that is just a 16 to confirm.
16 will hit.
31 lightning damage. Are you resistant to lightning with your totem?
Yes.
And that is reduced to 15 lightning damage. And I need 156 to make me a dexterity saving throw. You see the lightning courses through the body of the misshapen, but he seems immune.
How much was the total damage again?
31 reduced to 15.
Okay.
I'm fine.
You do manage to dodge out of the way. Do you have evasion?
I think. Maybe? No?
Well, if you do not have evasion,
Do I
then
not
you would
get that yet?
no, suffer
that's
4
level
lightning.
6.
No, level 6 is expertise, level 7 is
Oh.
evasion. I thought it was earlier, but I'm probably thinking of Pathfinder.
You're thinking Pathfinder. Pathfinder gives it 3rd. So that is 4 lightning damage to you, 156. As you did manage
God damn
to
it.
dodge the majority of the zip zaps, but not the part of it. Alright, and that is my shoops boops, and I'm going to give a good ol' life drain upon you, Wary, as I try to bite you with a spectral form. Con save.
Today's just not Wary's day.
Indeed, as you suffer necrotic damage equal to your constitution score, with which I am
Ouch.
also given temp HP, equal to the same amount, or equal to double what I just dealt to you.
Oh, that one's not dying anytime soon.
Well, I believe I take half damage. Does the
Yeah.
damage? Okay. Do you take the half as well, or do you take the full?
So what are you dealt? What's your con score?
16.
So you would suffer 8 necrotic, I would gain 16 temp.
Okay.
I gained double what I dealt, so if I dealt you 8, then yeah. Alright, very good, very good. That is my shoops and my whoops. We go to number 9. Number 9 will 25, 30, we'll spit at you, Wary, because you're the closest. Blech. 14 will miss, and he will then life drain you with his bonus. Con save.
I'm just gonna do the
Alright, that is another 8.
here. Alright, so
Alright, that is his turn. We go to the infantry, who begin to attack and defend against these misshapens within the chamber. Progress is made regarding their defense, but they are not currently past the threat in here, so they're not able to help you guys outside.
Yep. Alright.
And top of the round, before Cry goes, I'm going to go and give a check for those out west to see if Terranaf or Nikia can hear what's going on. Terranaf first, perception +4. And then Nikia, perception +8. Alright.
That helps. There is a very hooty owl.
Alright. Time has passed. And Cried has gained initiative.
Time for mercy has passed.
I need you to give me a perception check. This is not considered your free skill.
Cool. Skill check. Perceptions. That is in the P area. There it is.
Carry on.
Yep. We're just gonna move this way. Try to get away from where things will hit. I am going to cast Ice Knife on number 7.
Alright. Attack roll or a save for me.
It's the attack and a save.
Alright. 21 as the thrown icicle will slam into my side, dealing 12 piercing damage. That is not magical, so I do resist that. And then 9 cold damage.
It's from a spell, is it not magical?
I was about to say, how is that?
Or
not
sorry,
magical?
it's not silver. It's not silver.
Mhm.
Yeah. And then the damage has been applied as he suffers the full cold damage, and then the icicle will explode out, dealing 9 additional, or is that not part of the macro?
Okay, so the 12 is on hit, and then it's the DC 15 dex save. Or take...
I see. Or it's take the 9.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
so 7 resists, 9 fails. I'm gonna apply the damage real quick. 1 second.
And Ailey uses their reaction to add 4 damage to the cold.
Need to cut down their action economy.
Alright, that is... I was being talked at by Canyon. Anything else for you, JC?
Ailey's reaction is add 4 to the cold damage.
Gotcha. To the cold damage, specifically. Okay.
What, with what's posted, do you think that would apply to both things or just one?
I would say it's one instance. It's because otherwise it'd be every magic missiles +4, which would be a little powerful, and it's not the intention of the ability. So
Okay, yeah.
one instance per spell.
So just making sure.
Yeah. So I would let you choose which one it's applied to. So yeah.
Okay. Well, that I'm going to bonus action.
All right, there we go.
Scepter. Can't have it on here. No, I made the token.
Psst. Psst. Can you move further? Back. Eat the square.
Oh.
You trying to use Dragon's Eye?
Yep.
All right, it's a bonus action to give yourself the invisibility for 5 hours. You can use it in 1 hour increments. Or you, assuming you'll be ending it before 5 hours comes up. So just mark off one use, one hour use.
That's what I did.
All right. As you activate this ability, your Dragon's Eye forming as your elven eyes seem to transition into more of a lizard-like slitted pupil. The creatures before you, each of the misshapen, seem to have something strange about them. Each one bears strings that reaches their shoulders, their wrists, their hands, their legs, their back, their head, and their snoot. These spectral, almost shadowy-like strings seem to be pulling them, moving their shapes and pushing them forward. In addition to that, as you can see through this doorway, through the combat that's going on, some of these sick, they are not dead, like some of the bodies that are marked as dead, also bear these shadowy strings around them.
That sounds like an arcana.
It is an arcana. You're not sure. It's
I
certainly
am
weird.
going to use my advantage.
All right.
Please be good. 19.
19.
I'm
So,
gonna use my. I'm gonna use my free D6 from being a slave.
Pretty good.
So 20. 20.
20. All right. With a 20, looking over this strange, shadowy tether that seems to be controlling these creatures, this is most certainly beyond a disease or a curse. It seems someone's foul magic has infected these people and has gained control of them. You don't see anyone nearby who might be controlling these particular figures, but it's certainly a spell and certainly a powerful one, especially with how many they're currently being puppeted. You think that cure disease and remove curse, as was previously tried by some of the order's clerics, would not work. You think that dispel magic, while it might have some potential use to help alleviate some of the symptoms, perhaps delaying them, it is not something that would cure it. You know that the task that you are searching for, these seeds found within the 3 locations that you were mentioned upon the map, they would cure this, as they are a restorative and a cleansing agent that removes magical afflictions entirely, and through potent magics, as they are somewhat artifact in nature. So whatever
what
this...
you're saying is they do got strings to hold them down.
Well, strings to pull them around, yeah.
He totally didn't get it, the reference, did you?
I understood it was a reference. I did not get it off the top of my head, no.
It's from Pinocchio. He sings a song. I got no strings to hold me down. Do do do. Can't
Yeah.
sing more because
Is
of.
that also the Voltron movie trailer?
I don't know.
Yeah, Ultron sang it, but it was originally Pinocchio.
Anyways,
Yeah.
that is what you notice.
Yeah, Ultron did sing it.
But that is what you notice, and you also notice that the 20. No, you didn't quite hit the higher DC. Never mind. That's what you notice.
I knew it was going to be important. Okay, so that's everything for Cry, and then I rolled Ailey's attack.
All right. Who is Ailey shooting at?
Number 6.
All right, number 6. That is a 15, which will slam into him. No cover for me, so that's good as well. And that is 5 force damage, crashing into my snoot. As the attack slams into me, you see the tethers around the creature begin to somewhat shake, dissipating in and out of existence, but they still maintain their hold. I don't know why the music stopped.
It might have finished because it's been a while.
I had it on loop,
It had
though.
no strings.
Ailey is going to use. Does Ailey also get a perception for whatever you called for earlier or not?
They would, yeah.
Cool. Well, here's their perception. Nope, they got a 10. And they're going to make an Arcana to learn things about these people. That's a 10, they know nothing. Okay, that is Ailey's turn.
All right. Very good, very good. From there, we go to misshapen number 6. Okay, the music is just really quiet, that's why. I turned it up. Number 6, per their tactics, must use bite, and he likes the taste of mouse, so he's going to target you, 156. Because you're
Okay.
small. Specifically because you're size small. You see, he gives a big ol' crunch towards you with 24 to hit for 14 piercing and 3 lightning. As his lightning breath seems to charge his teeth.
Uncanny dodge?
Uncanny Dodge is level 5.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't have that.
You guys are close.
God damn it. Edition.
I was close.
I know you've answered this before, but I know we've unlocked the potential for the Legacy 3 to 6, but we still need to be the corresponding levels
Yes.
to use the abilities? Okay.
I was trying to see if my boots had anything, but I don't think they did. Okay. It's fine. 17 damage is fine.
Yep. 17 damage, right in your face. This one's got
In
his
my
thing down.
face?
In your face, yes. It's like your face, but somewhat different. He's gonna roll a d6 to see if he gets his life drain back. He does not. And that is his turn. Garrison.
Oh god, Nakia was with the enemy the entire time.
Alright, I'm gonna move up, take advantage of flanking.
Yes, indeed.
This man, Bop.
That is an 11 to hit. Oh, you already had the +2. That is unfortunately a miss, as the creature manages to lurch to the side, swinging widely his claws, causing you to dance back lest you get slammed by those thick, very long, sharpened claws. But that is a miss.
I'm gonna use my Legacy 4 Call to Arms on 156.
You both gained advantage.
Basically, you can stay in your current location, attack the creature, and both of you will gain advantage on your next save.
Yeah, use the jammy shuffle.
Okay, cool.
3
And,
damage.
I'm gonna shout out. Use that thing we were working on.
I will think back to all of my tactics training, and I will fight.
An 18
That's
+2
not
for
with advantage.
flanking.
Hold on.
Yep, could get a good crit. All right, a 25 total hit will slam into the creature, dealing 15 points of damage. Is the sneak attack psychic?
Yes, it's with the side blade.
So is it all psychic or just the snake?
Sneak's always been weird like that, depending on the rule, but in this case, it would seem like if it's being delivered from a purely psychic weapon, it's probably also psychic.
It's generally whatever the best damage type is, if I recall.
I know
No,
sneak's psychic. I'm just wondering about the base damage. But
No, it's a side blade, so it's psychic damage.
excellent. So all of it's psychic, which means that is 30 damage as the blade slams deep into the creature's side. No physical wound is shown, but you see the tethers, or at least Cry sees the tethers rapidly begin to disintegrate as the creature is nearly broken free of this strange puppeteering motion. This
Wait a
headlander.
minute. That was wrong for damage.
I take the first
Also,
damage at all times.
No, I rolled the wrong macro.
Oh, okay. Give me the damage then.
The roll is the same, but it should have been. I have mad bonuses to
So it
this.
should have been 22 damage base, increasing to 44, which means I suffer another 12.
Yes.
All right, damage applied. He is
Also-
heavily fucked.
Also, no, sneak attack is typically the same type as the weapon the sneak attack is performed with. That rule was a dumb rule, made
Okay.
for fucking hasty decisions that were not thought through in certain other places, and were
Okay.
the bane of my existence for a long, long time.
Alright.
Well, either way, it doesn't apply to me because my weapon is made of psychics.
Yeah, you are the rare exception.
Indeed.
That yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes,
Alright.
very good, very good. That is your call out with your shield. Anything else for you, Garrison?
That's me. Good job.
Fine.
Alright. Well,
156 will look proud of herself as Garrison compliments her.
Oh, hold on. Al's gonna try to open this fucking door again.
Excellent.
Hoots angrily.
That is indeed a 0. That is a indeed angry 0 hoot.
I cannot give Garrison Bless. Unfortunately. It's fine. We have more members of the party now. Well, here's hoping. Actually, I'm probably only going to use a first level bless here anyway. Garrison hasn't taken any damage. He'll be fine, right?
He'll be fine. I'm about to murk this thing on my turn.
Yeah. Okay.
I have 2 attacks, 1 with advantage. I'll be fine.
All right. First things first, I'm going to cast Bless on Wary, myself, and 156 because God, 156 needs to hit every attack now. After that,
Why did we just lose Bless?
I got it. You're good.
Okay.
yep. And then Spiritual Weapon Attack. Add a 1 plus 1d4 to this, but I don't think that can save it.
13 cannot save it. It's a 14 to hit, so this Firefox will try to reach out towards the creature, but the spectral tendrils move the creature in a way that causes the attack to miss.
All right, I'm going to insult him in Primordial, and then go back in here.
Instead of moving, why don't you use your movement to, like, duck down? Then you would have cover, but you wouldn't be so far away every turn.
Well, they're attacking the closest creatures anyway.
They're attacking the close. They're attacking
this
the close.
guy's gonna be dead.
They're attacking the closest creatures anyway, but it's. I'm just doing the spring attack abuse for now.
Yeah. Fair enough. Just a thought.
It's also because I'm ranged anyway, so it doesn't matter too much.
Alright, Misshapen 7, take your turn so I can kill your friend.
Alright. Very good, very good. Number 7. Will scooch on back, jumping atop the table, and he will launch a bolt of lightning towards you, Garrison. Blah. And will miss.
Nope.
He's going to roll a d6 to see if he gets his life drain back. He does not. 156.
Alright, I'm gonna do my first attack. And we'll see what I'm doing after that in a minute. Probably nothing.
Alright, that will
Against this guy, 'cause
slam
he's dead.
into this creature, dealing 42 points of damage as he is most certainly spectral tethered, destroyed. The body drops to the ground and begins to slowly boil and churn, though it still remains there. It's not disintegrate like demons or outsiders would.
You can still move and attack because 5e built-in spring attack.
Yep.
Haha.
I am going to move and then bonus action attack again with my second psychic blade. I don't have advantage on this one. It doesn't matter.
That'll hit for 1938 points of damage. Creature will
So
speak
that's
out.
at 10 HP.
I will Ishtarishara.
You will
translates-
understand.
You will all perish here.
And you'll need new organs.
So that was in
I
Primordial,
will-
if you understand it.
I do.
Excellent.
And I will peek out the corner and then tell him you'll need new organs. Then
Alright.
peek back in.
Anything else for you, 156?
Attacked, bonused, moved. No, I'm done.
Misshapen number 5. This buddy boop up here, he's going to release a blast towards you, 156. He has plus 2 AC because of his buddy blocking his shot. As a miss.
That's a miss.
Alright, going to see if he gets his life drain back. He does not. My d6 have been horrible, which is good for you guys. Wary.
Oh,
Wary's
you-
gonna
the advantage.
just move over to here. Oh, hi, Misshapen 9. Gonna go ahead and what is her health point? Okay, she's not at half. All right. I will not reckless attack. then. Oh, okay.
Plus 1d4, you have bless.
Yeah, 1d4 plus 2.
Wait, does
Actually-
the token not automatically add it?
Your token does have
I-
it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yep, so that's unfortunately a miss as the creature manages to duck low and the blade slams against this wall to your left. I assume that's not including flanking, but if flanking would just bring that to 13, so.
Yeah.
Alright, anything else?
I will try to intimidate the misshapen 9 as well. Because
Alright.
you're ugly and you should attack me. I'm tasty. I swear.
Roll me that intimidate. He'll turn over to you. And he will say, Shahar Iraglashe. You are ugly. He is antagonized.
Yeah.
He said you're ugly, Wary.
I mean,
I just thought you should know.
that's not very that's not very sporting. That's what I used. You're supposed to have better banter, bad guy.
I mean, well, what he said was kind of worse, but it doesn't translate really. Sorry.
Alright, very good, very good. From there we go to number 8. Number 8 will leash a bolt of lightning towards you, Wary. Blah. Will miss. I'm rolling a d6 to see if I get my thing back. I do not. Alright, number 9. Number 9 is the one who's currently being slammed and jammed, is forced to bite and will bite Wary because of the antagonized condition. And will not fumble, but that is a miss, as he leashes out towards you and you hear a strange and he reels back, concerned. Does not bite you, as your foul crow food has prevented him from biting you. Alright, the Everbloom infantry will continue their work within the chamber as some of the creatures have taken harm and one of them has now fallen. Some of the people inside, though, are injured. They continue their battle. Cry. At the top of your turn, moving people off to the side. You may take your turn now.
I am going to... Can I try to study the strings a bit longer?
Yes, you can. And be Arcana.
Yep. If I wait and use my reaction on Ali's turn and they use their action to help me, can I do that with advantage?
You can.
Okay, so that's what I'm going to do.
Alright. Holding your action to do so, Ali has gained initiative.
Oh, Ali's going to use their action to help me, so this is with advantage, and I have expertise. So that is an extra +2. That is a 27.
Alright. Let me just go look at my notes for this. That does hit the DC for more information.
And tell me your secrets.
There's something interesting about these shadowy tendrils that seem to puppet these creatures. Something that, while initially revealing aspects of the Dying Lands, is altogether different. While you can certainly see that there is some form of sickness within this puppeteering that seems to infect the veins and cause this affliction to those who die from this disease, so to speak. This is, as mentioned, a spell of tremendous power. Beyond that, though, you see something signifying of who it might belong to. You see recognition upon the spellcaster, an aura embedded within the shadowy magic, and you recognize signs of oblivion. Specifically, roll me a religion check.
Can I, since Ali and Cry are working together on this check?
Yes,
Okay. 20.
You recognize this work as both arcane and divine in nature. Not divine in a godly sense, but divine as in the strength of an entity whose power is near divine. You recognize this entity being a spawn of Oblivion, a spawn of the Rough Beast. Your religion check recognized this as the deity Rovagug, known as the Rough Beast and the bringer of the apocalypse, a creature that many of the gods battled and fought, trapping within a immortal prison. Whatever creature that has these tendrils seems to bear some of this creature's power, and is perhaps a herald of this entity. Beyond that, you would know that this creature is known as the Shadow Keeper. Beyond that, all that information, though, with the additional name I have just provided you, you'll need to find out more information on them. Because you would have read some of these things back in your homeland during your time there. More accurately, would have read most of it during your time in your formative years, but not as much as you would hope. That's what you learn. Which is a shame, because I was actually going to name drop that in the next creature's turn, but you got it early. Very good. All right.
Check out my skill check build.
Any bonus action?
Ailey doesn't have any bonus actions.
All right, we go to Garrison.
Hey, you said your name, Cry, right? Are there any saving these things, or should we just dispose of them?
You would know with your previous checks, JC, that once transformed, there's no saving them. There's only saving them while they are still in their mortal form. You also muted. So.
I am sorry Ryan walked in and distracted me. If that was at me.
It was, yes.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Basically, turn around and go, and ask if there's any saving these creatures.
I would shout to dispel.
Sage said no.
Yeah. Without to dispel magic, I don't believe so.
Alright. Does this guy count as surrounded?
Yes. Now that you moved to there, he does.
What's the bonus for surrounded?
He has -2 AC.
Okay. And do I get the +2 for flanking from here?
You would not get +2 for flanking from that particular location, but I will give it to you anyways.
Alright. I'm gonna try to swing out with my silvered sword, because I'm a sea lad. Alright, 15.
Alright. That will slam into the creature, dealing 13 damage as your silver blade cuts deep into the creature's hide.
I'm gonna spend a 2nd level spell. Does this count as one of the bad boys for Paladin Smites?
He is an evil outsider, yes.
Okay. So that is base 2d6, 3d6.
It's a d8 per smite.
Yep, 48 radiant damage added on. Give him a nice boom.
As your radiant energy slams, coursing through the creature's body, you see the spectral black tentacles cry dissipate, and a painful shriek echoes throughout your mind, as well as the minds of Garrison, 156, Ein, and Wary.
Alright, I will move up here with the rest of my movement, and I'll use the Legacy 4 power 156, because they should be able to get here.
Yeah. Alright.
Go, go, go!
Alright.
You can only move 10. No, wait, no.
They can move.
Okay, yeah, it's your speed, never mind.
Has Mishaken 8 taken damage?
8, he has not. He's also gained temp HP. This one
that's
suffered
why his health
damage,
bar is showing.
and this one has not suffered any damage.
They had a tasty snake feast.
Yep.
Should I hit the one that's damaged?
Yeah.
You have the best chance of killing it.
Alright, I'll move. How do I... Does there hit it? Because...
Yeah.
It looks too far away, but moving it closer is on its face.
You're within 5 feet. You're good.
Alright. Show me potato salad.
Your psionic dagger will dig deep into the creature's flesh, dealing 1938 points of damage. Creature will speak out. Shahar Kenhat, Stat Shishithav Getir. Translation: You cannot stop the Shadowkeeper's rise.
Also, before ending turn, Owl's gonna try to open the door again.
Excellent.
Okay.
You're getting
Never
better.
mind.
You got a 1 now
Furious
instead of 0.
owl noises.
Yep. Hoot hoot.
All right, that's it for me.
Fine.
All right. Well, bonus action. Plus 1d4.
13 cannot hit. It was close. The spectral frost will nearly glance against the creature's hide, but not doing any physical harm.
All right. Yep. Okay.
As your eldritch blast will slam the creature's face, causing the creature to falter backwards and tumble off of the table, slain. His body begins to bubble before laying limp.
Save a spot for your Shadow Keeper.
Alright, very good, very good. Anything else?
All right. I'm going to start advancing forward.
Excellent.
All right.
Alright. 156.
Five, 6. It is time for murder.
I've been murdering.
It is time for more murder.
Alright, you're not Tara. Stop whispering things in my ear.
It's not there.
It's not. To be fair, it's not Aang. It's the stuffed animal.
Okay, either way, you're not Tara. Step up, and I am going to
But
strike.
he's not there.
That's at misshapen 5.
Okay, ignored. Got it.
Alright. It is 21 and increased to 42.
Oh, you said please not there.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yes, twice.
It's easy enough for you to move here if you want to do that instead.
Yeah.
Okay. Because you can just do. Because you're small, you can just hide under the table. Yeah. Alright, that is
Alright.
42 damage as your psionic dagger digs deep into the creature's upper shoulder as the creature lets out a painful roar. And you see the spectral, shadowy barbs shimmer, nearing dissipation, but still tethering to the creature.
Cool, second attack.
That one will slam into it for 28 damage. Creature doesn't exist anymore. He's now dead.
The
most
time for
powerful.
murder is now.
The most powerful shin stabs.
And I moved, I bonused, I'm done.
Alright. Just getting my next phrase ready for when the last one's about to die.
I feel very useful.
Very.
I go ahead and move up. Had hoped to get a cleave off, but I'm gonna go ahead and reckless attack this lone one.
Very good, very good. 21, reckless. That will hit me. Is that silver damage?
Not yet.
Alright, so that is 23 reduced to 11. Blade digs deep into the creature's flesh, but seems to not fully harm the creature as the blood-like drain it caused upon you still fuels its inner rage, Anything else?
Go. No, that'll be it.
All right, the creature has gained initiative. He's next to 2 creatures, which means he must target one of you for a bite. He's gonna roll a d2. Wary, you're the chosen one.
Lovely.
Blah. 19 to hit for 16 piercing, reduced to 8, and 2 lightning, reduced to 1. So that is total of 9 damage. Also, let's see if I get a crit, because you reckless. I did not. Okay, so yeah, 9 damage.
I would like to be able to hit the
6.
spiritual weapon so I can heal.
Not work. All right. The infantry begin to continue their fight. One of them drops down, and then another, and a third. There's 3 of the people in the chamber who are helping have fallen unconscious and begin to bleed, marking them as... I probably should give them something else than dead. I'm going to give them unconscious and dying. So I know that they are... There we go. That works. They're not dead yet, so I want that to be known. And from there, we go to the top of the round as your companions to the west, hearing the commotion, will continue their movement. The door opens. What the hell is going on?
Hold on, let me check one thing. Oh god, wrong window.
What's that? Timmy fell down the well?
I want to actually see what... Okay, it's an action.
Gotcha.
To communicate through, but they'll hoot and pantomime fighting.
All right.
By swinging its talons around.
And they'll hear Ain's call, and they'll both go, shit. Let's see, he'll move forward 5 feet, because that's all he has movement left remaining. Oh, no, he actually has another 30 to get to there as he dashes forward. And she will use a... You're a ranger, I believe. Go make sure, though. NPCs... Nikaya. Blood Hunter. No. Okay, so that's your movement. Alright. That is her Shoops Boops, top of the round cry. You are muted.
I did my thing in Baptos already.
I don't know who you're shooting. Oh, there's only one left alive. Never mind. Alright, as your missiles slam towards it, that is 13 damage to 8. Alright, as the 3 blaps go blap, 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 peppering into it. Missiles peppering its form, the creature looks injured, but it's still holding strong.
So...
Alright, anything else?
The ethereal tethers, dissipate really quickly after I see them on the skin, right?
The tethers are still there. They dissipate when the creature dies. So all the ones who are diseased in here, all the ones that have that triple mark or disease, poisoned, and asleep, all 3 of those people, or all those people, they still have those shadowy tendrils, those that you can see. The creatures in here that are still alive, I have not marked the monsters as dead. I'm just going to mark them all as dead when you guys win. They have the tendrils until they die.
The question was mostly, do I see the tendrils going through the wall or just slightly on the skin?
You don't see it going through the wall, no. It's like strings that are floating around the creature, acting as if they are puppets, and the strings are the puppet strings.
Okay. So I can't tell where they're coming from.
Yeah, only ones that you can physically see. So since this door is open, you can see the strings on this one, this one, this one, this one, and then people in your field of view.
Okay,
yeah.
I'm just gonna continue trying to figure out as much as I can about this string stuff that's going on. Nope.
That's not being saved.
Learned everything I can.
Yep, you've learned everything you can.
That's everything for Cry.
Ali.
Okay, that's gonna be a burst on the 8. That's a miss.
Indeed, as the arcane burst flies past and slatters against the stonework behind the creature. Alright, Garridan.
Alright, let's see. Would Paladin be able to take gosh darn. Excuse me. Healing word.
Very good, very good.
No, that wasn't a confirmation. It's just, boy, that would be cool
Oh,
if we could.
I thought you were going to cast. Okay, I heard going to cast here. Okay, excellent. It would be nice to have healing word, yes.
Check. Alright, I am going to try to bring the pain on this boy.
Very good, very good.
Cast Searing Smite as a 2nd level spell. He reckless did, is that correct?
No, Wary did, and he had advantage to hit Wary.
Oh, okay. Alright. I'm gonna try to hit number 8.
Very good. He's also considered surrounded.
That is a 14. I didn't add any other bonuses.
All right. That would hit his base AC. Also, because he's surrounded, that will hit his surrounded AC. So, as a slam and jam for 13 silver slashing damage, cutting into him. Plus,
And I will discharge many of the things. Have a wonderful Searing Smite, and kindly hold on to some regular smoots.
excellent. As the radiant and fire-like energy discharges through the creature's body, you see the tendrils. Cry sees the tendrils begin to dissipate rapidly, and the creature's form begins to bubble and grow in size before shrinking as if deflated in energy. The creature will look out towards you. Fahalisha gashashi iha kinashata fishakana.
I
Foolish.
don't know what you're saying!
Fair enough. Here's the
I will-
translation.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I will probably translate.
Foolish ghost, you cannot stop what is to come.
Yeah, well, you can't stop this. And I'm gonna move.
He will take his reaction to bite you. Num. Nope.
Nope.
Okay.
And I will charge over here to attempt to, help these people.
Excellent. All right. Fine.
Alright, can I finally get my spiritual weapon heal off? That'd be nice. Yeah, please? Finally! Hey! Alright. Alright. Literally,
The spiritual weapon
Firefox
will
will-
dance around the creature and slam into me for 10.
Alright, and Wary, please heal 2d8.
As you speak your words there, Ein, he will look out towards you. As he is being peppered by the attacks of your companions and your own fox, he will say, "The ear legion. We are legion."
That's like the most generic thing to say!
That's nice. And I can set your legions on fire. And also Guiding Bolt, because fuck you.
Alright, the guiding bolt will
If you're a legion,
slam
Does
into
that
me.
mean I only... If you're a legion, does that mean I only need to kill one of you?
Did they say they are legions? Man, then I thought I was being mean thing ugly.
Listen here, I have 1 HP. Shit, hit me already so we can end this.
No,
Alright.
do it!
156 is your turn. Unless you had anything else there.
Wary, heal another 1d8, because
Another leveled spell.
that's... Yeah, leveled spell. And I converted it to fire, because fuck you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright, 156. The creature nearing its last breath, the shadowy tendrils no longer fully corporeal, nearly out of existence. Your psionic blades in hand, the creature looks towards you.
I'm going to step on this corpse, like I could not give a fuck less about it. Going to look at him for a moment, and then slam and jam.
Viva Nia!
As he falls to your radiant, your psionic damage. He said,
We will.
bleh, dead. He died. And with that, as the last one falls and your companions Taranaf and Nikaya enter in the chamber, you see the last of the soldiers in the sick room, or more accurately, the lounge that was converted into a sick room, felled the last of their beasts. And all seems calm for a moment. And that will be where we call the session. Hope you guys had
Nice.
fun. It was good RP stuff, some solid combat, and some fancy information found out and uncovered. I'm gonna...
Paige.
Yeah?
Answer the question.
What?
You know the question?
Do I?
Yes.
What's the question?
Did we level?
Oh, okay. Let me go check. Roll notes.
What's that? You're the DM. It's the end of the session. You know the question.
It could be anything. All right.
It's the question we should not be asking, but we do because we like levels.
You did not level, but you did gain a checkpoint in the quest because you hit another one of the checkpoints. So you guys are now at... I'm just gonna mark it real quick so I have it marked for me. You guys are now at 9,120 out of 10,000, so you're almost level 5.
Yay!
All right.
Yay.
From there, though, let's see if there's anyone we can raid.
Nice.
Ooh, Momo is streaming. Let's raid Momo.
Summer's also streaming.
Say it again.
Summer is also streaming, and they have 136 people compared to Momo's
Oh, yes.
3K.
Let's go raid Summer. She's a cool person. Let's go raid her.
Nothing against Momo, just...
No. I fully get it. She's got 137. Let's do this. To the raid we shall go. And Summer's also cool.
Well, I'm gonna go get some sleep. Good night.
Yeah. Nah.
Good
Go have a good one.
everybody.
Soon. All right, there we go. That is the stream.